Daniel Dubois in the form of his career. He's coming off the best victories of his career. You know, the tide he's on at the moment is very high. You know, the victories over Jarrell Miller, over Filip Hrgovic and over Anthony Joshua, the resounding victories are massive and huge, you know, things that he can achieve. But it's a completely different face he's facing now. For me, I think, listen, Daniel Dubois has a puncher's chance in this fight. There's no denying that. I think for 4 rounds, Daniel Dubois is live and dangerous. After 4 rounds pass, that's when Daniel Dubois starts getting asked questions. And as we've seen in the past, them questions, you know, don't usually get answered. But they have to take that confidence from him first. Daniel Dubois is a confidence fighter. He's a flat track bully. He's a front foot fighter. When it's going his way, he's one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world.
Tonny Ballew has just broken down the fight between Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Tonny Ballew believes Usyk is still in his prime and fully capable. He's faced all styles and sizes before, but Dubois is the strongest, most improved version yet, making this Usyk's toughest test so far.
I've heard that one before, Jim, if I'm being totally honest, when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk being past his best, or has he bitten off more than he can chew. This guy's faced every style, this guy's faced every size you can possibly imagine. There's not a style or a size he hasn't faced really within his division and out of his division. So I don't see Daniel Dubois posing any new problems. What I do see is this is the best version of Daniel Dubois that he's faced.
Tonny Ballew said Daniel Dubois is in peak form after beating Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic, and Anthony Joshua. He's got strong momentum and big plans, but Ballew warned that Usyk is a different kind of opponent who can't be bullied, and that's where Dubois might face real problems.
Daniel Dubois in the form of his career. He's coming off the best victories of his career. You know, the tide he's on at the moment is very high. You know, the victories over Jarrell Miller, over Filip Hrgovic and over Anthony Joshua, the resounding victories are massive and huge, you know, things that he can achieve. But it's a completely different face he's facing in Oleksandr Usyk. This is someone who's conquered him before, and this is not somebody who can be bullied. This is not somebody who can be intimidated. This is not somebody who can be dictated to, and I think that's where Daniel will struggle.
Harlem Eubank said Dubois truly believes in himself and fights without fear, a key mindset against Usyk. Most fighters overthink Usyk's skills, but Eubank feels confidence and pressure matter more. If Dubois uses his size and power, avoids technical exchanges, he has a real shot.
I think Daniel, he's the type of fighter, he's got that belief. He's not scared of anything that's in front of him, and that is something that will hold you in good stead going into a fight against Usyk, because a lot of people that go into an Usyk fight, they're accounting for loads of different things, and I think with Usyk, you almost just need to have that belief to go at them with heavy hands, with weight advantage. I think that's one of the things that Derek Chisora, as he was saying, done well. He's kind of an old kind of school type of fighter. He's going to ride shots. He's going to use his weight. He's going to put pressure on in different ways. And I think if Daniel can do that and not stand off and have a technical exchange.
Still, Eubank picked Usyk to win due to his elite skills and experience against top heavyweights. Usyk's movement and ring IQ make him very hard to beat. Yet, he said Dubois can't be counted out. His power and belief give him a real chance in this fight.
Then he has a solid chance in the fight.
Who are you picking him?
I think I have to pick Usyk because of the ability and what he's done in there with the heavyweights. But Daniel is has a very live chance in this fight.
Oladipo said Dubois can hurt Usyk if he lands clean. He's seen Dubois train and believes this is his best version mentally and physically. On the other hand, Oladipo feels Usyk, now 38, is no longer at his absolute best.
Like, I can't see Daniel not catching Usyk. And if he catches Usyk, could hurt him. Could hurt him. I've watched him spar. I've seen some behind the scenes stuff. I've peeked behind the curtain, if you like. And he is in incredible shape. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, this is the best version of Daniel Dubois there's ever been. This simply isn't the best version of Oleksandr Usyk. It can't be, it isn't. Go and argue with yourself. It's not. You can't be the best version of yourself at 38. No matter how you live the life. I don't care if you are a nun. I don't care if you've never taken a drop of alcohol. I don't care if you've never had a tough fight in your life. 38 is 38.
Ballew said Dubois has a puncher's chance in the first 4 rounds, but he fades under pressure. He called Dubois a confidence fighter who struggles when things don't go his way. Ballew expects Usyk to win clearly after surviving the early threat.
For me, I think, listen, Daniel Dubois has a puncher's chance in this fight. There's no denying that. I think for 4 rounds, Daniel Dubois is live and dangerous. After 4 rounds pass, that's when Daniel Dubois starts getting asked questions. And as we've seen in the past, them questions, don't usually get answered. But they have to take that confidence from him first. Daniel Dubois is a confidence fighter. He's a flat track bully. He's a front foot fighter. When it's going his way, he's one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world. But as I've said before, once them first 4 to 5 rounds pass and he's taking shots back and he's being asked questions, we've seen what can happen. So it's an intriguing fight, but it's one that I see Oleksandr Usyk winning and winning well.
Ballew also said this fight happened because Usyk felt disrespected when Dubois entered the ring asking for a shot. After beating Joshua, Dubois is more confident than ever and fully focused. Ballew believes he's chasing another knockout at Wembley.
It's just, I think this fight's only happening. I don't think he personally likes Daniel Dubois. Well, I know he doesn't like Daniel Dubois. I think he feels very disrespected the way he jumps in the ring after the Fury 2 fight, and I want me chance, I want this, I want that. And Daniel Dubois flying high at the moment. The win over AJ is put him on a whole new stratosphere, and it's given him so much confidence. I'm so determined. Daniel Dubois is so determined that he won't even think about the last Usyk fight. It won't even be in his memory. As far as Daniel Dubois is concerned, all as Daniel Dubois will be so tunnel visioned, in my opinion, that he will just think, I've knocked out AJ at Wembley, I'm coming back to Wembley to knock out Oleksandr Usyk. He won't even have thoughts of the first fight.
Gareth A. Davies said Dubois is now more dangerous and could be the hardest puncher in the division. After watching him train, Davies noted Dubois looked relaxed and confident, while Usyk stopped him last time. Davies reminded Usyk is now 38 and facing new pressure.
Yes, Daniel Dubois is more dangerous than he was. Yes, he's probably the most dangerous puncher in the heavyweight division. I went into camp with him recently, up on the farm, and I was very impressed with him when I sat down. He's more open than I've ever known him before. Happier, a very happy fighter, and if he's happy, he's dangerous. I think Usyk, as you say, was 31 in January. 38 in January. 38. He'd be happy to be 31. 38 in January. So you ride all the factors at the moment. Disregarding what happened in the first fight, that Usyk dominated on points, obviously, and stopped Daniel, I think it was in the 9th, wasn't it? Yeah. Having been felled by what I consider to be a borderline low blow as well.
Davies added that Dubois will likely start fast and be most dangerous in the first 5 rounds. He credited Dubois' maturity and trainer Don Charles for his development. With a big win over Joshua, Dubois is surging, and Usyk must avoid slipping early.
There are many factors which would indicate that Dubois will be dangerous early in this fight. He will go for it, there's no doubt about it. As I say, I was very impressed being around him. Don Charles is great for him. There's a maturity about Daniel Dubois we've not seen before. He carried the promotion brilliantly against Anthony Joshua last September and delivered on the night in droves. I think he's dangerous early in this fight. He's dangerous for 5 rounds again. If Usyk ages overnight, he could get beaten up in the fight. You can't rule anything out in this fight. He could drop Usyk early, but Usyk refuses to give up and Dubois wins on points. You don't know what's going to happen. It's not the most likely outcome, Dubois winning on points.
Even so, Davies still favors Usyk if he maintains his skill, discipline, and control. He praised Usyk's unbeaten record, Olympic gold, and major wins, calling him an all-time great. But Dubois' early power is still a serious threat.
But I think Usyk still wins this if he's on the kind of form and the kind of skill level and ring generalship that he's shown so far in his career. Obviously undefeated as a cruiserweight, undefeated as a heavyweight, top 10 pound for pound pantheon in my view in the heavyweight division of all time. I think he's produced incredible results since winning Olympic gold as well. But I think Dubois will be dangerous for 5 rounds. That's my reading of it.
Ballew said Usyk needs to take Dubois' confidence away again. He believes Usyk can do it, though it might be harder than before. He predicted Usyk might even get dropped early, but will recover and stop Dubois between rounds 8 and 12.
Oleksandr Usyk is going to have to beat them into him again, and he's going to have to take his confidence and take his will. Can he do it? Yes, I think he can. Will it be as easy as last time? Maybe not. I think this might be the first time Oleksandr Usyk's ever had to climb off the floor. Off a headshot. I think he may have to climb off the floor, and I think he rides out a storm, but I think he gets the job done, and I think he stops him probably between round 8 and 12. But I do see Daniel Dubois at the most confident he's ever been. I do think he's a seriously dangerous fighter, but I think that confidence will be taken after round 6, and then he will be a target from rounds, 6 to 9, and then if he lasts out to 12, fair play to him, but I don't think he will. It'll be too much.
That's a wrap for today's video, fight fans. But now it's your turn. Who you got? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're fired up to hear what you think. This fight has us buzzing, and we know the debate's gonna be wild. If you felt the hype, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Don't miss a second of the build-up.